Many of the world's biggest cities, like New York, Los Angeles, Beijing, and London, are also some of the world's largest tourist attractions, in no small part due to the insane amount of things to do in each one of these cities. But how did they become such popular destinations? New York, for example, has Broadway, Times Square, the Empire State Building, and $1 pizza. But these attractions didn't just appear out of thin air. They were developed slowly over time as the city grew and evolved into the bustling metropolis it is today. But what if we could just skip all of that development and just build the tourist attractions right away? Imagine a city that was purpose-built for tourism with all of the best attractions and amenities in one place. It would be a vacationer's paradise. Of course, there are trade-offs to this approach. A city that was built solely for tourism would lack the diversity and complexity of a city that has grown naturally over time. But just imagine the possibilities. A world of cities designed specifically for the enjoyment of visitors. It's an interesting thought, isn't it? Even though it might sound a little bit dystopian. Well, Saudi Arabia would like to do just that with their new artificial tourist destination, Qiddiya. It doesn't have a long history, besides the Saudis taking a piece of desert and putting some buildings in the center of it. It's an incredibly ambitious project with a lot of really interesting concepts and entertainment venues. But with any developing project, it still has its issues and controversies. Before we continue, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel, as we just started this channel. It's a brand new channel. I think this is coming out the first day, and every little bit helps. So please subscribe, thank you, and let's get on with the video. The star of the city is going to be a 79-acre Six Flags theme park, featuring 28 rides and attractions spread across 6 themed parks. They claim that their main attraction, the Falcon's Flight, will be the longest, tallest, and fastest roller coaster in the world. They are also building a water park complete with 23 attractions, an FIA Grade 1 racetrack, 2 golf courses, arts complexes, and festival grounds. They are also building a range of sports facilities, including stadiums, youth sports centers, and more. They're also planning to offer residential real estate options, so people will be able to live there. However, it might not be the most appealing place to live, as many people don't like living around tourist attractions in cities that aren't custom built to maximize tourist potential, and as the city will be bringing in as many people as humanly possible, it might not be a great place to live unless you really like interacting with tourists, or want to take advantage of the economic development that comes with living near a tourist attraction and working in some of those tourist attractions. It is part of the Vision 2030 project for Saudi Arabia, and as such, it has its own whole share of controversy. However, this was normally targeted at the Saudi government rather than the project in general. A few years ago, Qiddiya was in talks with Real Madrid to sign a €150 million sponsorship deal. This caused uproar from human rights groups who pointed at the Saudis' past and present human rights issues as a major objection to the deal. And it seems like their objections may have worked, as the deal has seemingly not progressed in the year since it was discussed, and Qiddiya is not the sponsor of Real Madrid right now. However, as Qiddiya comes closer to opening, that could change and they could end up sponsoring a different team or going back to join that deal once again. If you're interested in reading it, you can find it in the description along with all of the other links related to this video. Despite the setbacks caused by world events over the past few years, namely COVID, construction on Qiddiya seems to be moving along at a steady rate. As you can see on the pictures on screen now, thanks to the posters on the Theme Park Construction Board website, there seems to be some early stages of construction going on. However, from the images we have so far, it seems unlikely that they will be able to meet their planned opening date for Phase 1 of 2023 as that rapidly approaches. It is not quite up to size with the renders that have been released, so it may take a little while longer for the park to be truly finished. The whole park and the accompanying area is part of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 fund, which has heavily focused on tourism. We're covering a bunch more of the Vision 2030 projects on this channel and plan to update you on Qiddiya as the project progresses, so make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next week. Goodbye.